Ajahn Thaniyo, pošto je na modi, oni podučali malo drugčije celu tu stvar. Tako da nije loše da čujete sada njihov način kako oni to sve posmatraju. A onda opet u našim knjigama i generalno svuda na internetu možete naći ovaj jedan mainstream način kako da razvijete to što zove Brahma Vihara. Brahma Vihara, Brahma znači Bog, Vihara znači boravište i sad uzvišene ili božansko boravište su to punovičnog meta, karuna, mudita i kaka. Ta 4 kvaliteta, blagonaklonnost, osjećanje, radost i spokojstvo. Sad mogu se objasniti taj jedan malo drugčiji način razvijanja od ovo koji ćete naći, kažem, u knjigama i po internetu.
If you want to be a peaceful person, if you want to be a friendly person, not have any hate inside of you, if you don't want to get angry anymore, if you don't want to get irritated anymore, then you can practice metta, karuna, mudita, upekkha. But you can't get rid, you can't take out your hate, you can't take out your irritation by just imagining happy thoughts or wishing people well. May you be well, may you be well, may you. That doesn't take out your hate. Your hate will still be there. You'll just be covering it up with may you be well, may you be well. And then you look like a nice person. You think you're a nice person, but deep inside you're only doing may you be well because you hate. Inside there's some hate. So you want to take out that hate, and then you will be a nice person. You don't have to think nice thoughts because that hate is gone. That's the practice. So how do you remove hate? And how do you take it out? That's the question. Yeah? Why would you fight with another person? Why would you hate another person? Why do you get irritated by somebody? You know, someone can you drive here, someone can, you know, make a mistake with their car, you get angry. Someone can say, oh, you're an ugly person, I don't like the way you dress. You know, maybe your father says something bad to you, your sister, your daughter, your son. And you get irritated, you get angry. Why? What is in common to all of those things? And what is in common is that you feel bad, you feel pain. There is a painful feeling, and you don't want that. Someone does something bad, someone says something to you, you feel bad, and I don't want that. You get angry, you get irritated. So the problem is not what other people do to you, or what happens to you. Someone steals your money, whatever. Someone calls you a bad name. The problem is that you feel pain and you don't want it. You hate pain. And then so you will hate another person. You will hate your job. You will hate your country. You will hate your situation. You hate the food that you eat. You hate anything because you feel pain now. So I hate this place. When you feel pain, you feel pain, and you try to blame this person, that person, this situation. But the problem is not this person, this situation. The problem is that you hate pain that you feel. And if you have that hate and that attitude of hate towards what you feel, towards pain, you can fight with other people. You will get angry with other people. You could kill somebody. Even if you take the precept of, I won't kill anybody, the first precept, I don't kill. If you hate pain, that killing is possible for you. You are not actually keeping that precept. your surroundings, your circumstances are keeping that precept for you. If you hate pain, and somebody comes and threatens you or your family and so on, and you feel a lot of pain and you hate pain, you will kill that person. You will try to kill that person. That's a possibility. If someone threatens your country, your family, your job, your life, and you hate pain, you will kill them. You will fight with them. So if you want to be free from hurting other people, free from fighting, free from anger, free from hurting yourself, then you've got to change your attitude towards pain. And that's the point of the Buddha's teaching, is to remove tanha, or craving, towards feeling. If you can remove that craving towards your feeling, then it doesn't matter what you feel, because it won't affect you anymore. You're not pushing it away, you're not pulling it in. It's no longer yours. And so, if you remove craving towards what you feel, if you no longer try to push away pain, if you no longer hate pain, then it doesn't matter what pain comes, if it's a big pain, small pain, it doesn't matter. You cannot get angry. You can only be peaceful. So even if somebody threatens your life, you can be peaceful. And that's the goal of Buddhism, which is it's a big goal. It's a hard thing to do, but that's the point. To not be moved by pain, because pain is going to come. One way or another, pain is going to come. You can't stop pain from affecting you, from coming, but you can stop it from affecting you, from touching you. You touch pain. Pain doesn't touch you. You touch it by pushing it away. Here's pain. Now you are affected by pain. Now you feel pain. That's why you get angry, that's why you get upset, irritated. Because you don't want pain and you want pleasure. You push away pain and you pull in pleasure. And so you can get angry, you can get excited, upset, all because of your attitude of craving towards feeling. So you can think nice thoughts about people. May she be well, may he be well, may the country be well. But if you still push away pain and want pleasure, you will still be able to hate, get angry. So you can sit here and think happy thoughts about everybody, but when you go outside and someone threatens your life, and you feel a lot of pain, what will you do? If you haven't removed craving towards a feeling, towards not wanting pain, when you feel pain in the future, you will react. You will get angry. You will get irritated, for sure. No matter how much happy thoughts you think about the world, if you crave to get rid of pain, you will have a problem. Does that make So if you want to get rid of craving against pain, you have to be able to be aware of your feelings, your mood, your good mood, your bad mood. and craving against pain. That's important. So you need to be aware of what you are feeling. I'm not talking about in your body, how you feel. You know, what is your mood? Are you happy mood, sad mood? Are you here? Up, down? What is your mood? And whatever you feel there, just leave it alone. Don't interfere with your feeling, with that feeling. Whatever is felt, just be aware of it and leave it alone. So if you feel pleasure, I feel happy now. Leave it. If you try to increase your happiness, increase your pleasure, you are interfering with it. And then when pain comes, you will be affected also. When there's pain, if you are in a bad mood, just leave it. Leave it alone. And then you can see your craving towards what you feel. You feel in a good mood, I want more. That's craving. You feel in a bad mood, I don't want this bad. That's craving. And so now you can, when you are aware of your feeling, your mood, you can be aware of your craving. I want more. And stop doing that. But to stop doing that, craving, you need to be aware of your feeling. And that's not so easy. You need to have at least a calm mind to be aware of your feeling very clearly. And the only way to get a calm mind and to have a clear understanding of feeling, to be really aware of how you feel, really aware of how you feel, you need to stop doing things which make you unaware of how you feel, that confuse you, that make you irritated. Just calm down. Stop doing bad things. Your mind will become clearer, you will be able to see clearer. You'll be able to be aware of your feelings more clearly and stop craving towards them. The more you stop craving, the more clear your feelings become, the more you understand it, the more you are free from feeling. You are unaffected by feeling. And then no matter what feeling is there, you won't suffer. You will be at peace, which is the point of Buddhism. The Buddha's instruction is for that peace. So, if you want to have peace, you need to be aware of your feeling, you need to stop craving, you need to be able to see that, you need to keep the precepts. You need to have sense restraint and precepts. That is the base of that practice.
Za to mi je poznato tih 5 pravila morala, to ste čitali ili čuli negdje. Okay. I sense restraint, znači obuzdavanje čuva. Sad to je nešto što oni, kažem, dosta naglašavaju, smatraju da zapravo meditacija dolazi mnogo kasnije. Sad to je ta neka tačka razlike između toga što oni podučavaju i toga što uglavnom eto mi pokušavamo da predstavimo kao budistički trening u ovim našim knjigama i u našoj zajednici. To je ta neka razlika, da kažem. Mi smatramo da je ok početi sa meditacijom i pre nego što se ustavimo ovih 5 pravila morala. Tako da, čisto da znate sad koja je razlika, pa možete da ispraviti vlade.
So the precepts are very, very important in that sense. You know, that is if you want to practice metta, Brahma Viharas, then the precepts need to be there. That is the basis for metta. Being kind to yourself, not harming other people, that is the precepts. That is the first step of metta. And if you keep the precepts, and you keep them, you don't pollute your senses, and you keep doing that, the clearer things will become, the clearer your craving and where the problem is becomes, the less you will be attached to your feeling, and the less you will suffer. All from the precepts, keeping them. So I don't know if that made any sense, but if you have any questions on that particular matter or precepts. Another thing about the precepts, you know, the five precepts, 8 precepts, is we say, I take the first precept is not to kill anybody, not to kill any living being. You take that, I won't kill anything. But then you have to ask yourself, is it possible for me to kill in the future, to kill something in the future? I have taken the precept as a Buddhist. I say I won't kill anything. Okay. So can you kill in the future? What if somebody is threatening your family? What if you have a daughter and someone is going to kill her? Would you, and you're there, you won't kill that person? So is it possible that you can kill? And if it's still possible, then you haven't developed that precept, that first precept. You haven't become accomplished in it. You haven't removed the possibility of fighting with other people, of killing other people. It's still there inside you. If someone is threatening your life, you will just run away. Or will you try to fight them? Or try to actually kill them? Will you try to kill someone who's done something bad to someone you love? You know, say if you have children and someone's hurt your child, will you hurt that person also? Will you try to kill that person? So if you take the precept of not killing, now you must develop that. You must try to remove that possibility of killing from you, which is hate, which is craving, which is ignorance. Remove that, and you will not be able to kill anyone intentionally. It will be impossible. And then you won't have to keep the precepts anymore, because you can't break the precepts. And so that's the point of the precepts. You want to keep the precepts so that you don't have to keep them anymore. So you ask, why am I keeping the precepts? Because you can break them. And so if you are keeping the precepts, you need to work harder, you know, so that you cannot break them anymore. So even just that being your practice of, you know, having the precepts and then making sure that you cannot ever break them again. Which means you will be developing metta, brahma-viharas, state of peace. So in a way your meditation can be that, those precepts, making them, developing them.
Can you tell a little bit about all 5 precepts, because there are people that are here for the first time, just a short introduction if you don't know about.
The precepts are just rules that you keep, such as I won't kill anything, I won't kill an animal, I won't kill a human being anymore. I won't steal anything, take something that wasn't given to me, no stealing. No sexual misconduct, no cheating on your partner, no not having sex with children, not doing anything bad in that sexual scene, or not having sex at all, no sexual activity in body, speech or mind, no lying, no talking nonsense, no talking about Marco with Dushka so that they're not friends anymore or something, So not lying, not drinking, no alcohol. That's kind of the first 5 precepts. But then the Buddha says, if you want to live the holy life, the brahmacharya, the holy life of practice, then you must give up this sexual activity. You should eat only once a day when you are hungry. Doesn't matter what time, but once a day. No more entertainments, movies, music, dancing, singing. No more useless things like luxuries, for example. So no more polluting your senses. No more, so that's 8 precepts, and then you just develop that more and more. But the main precept, those are 5 precepts, 8 precepts, but the main rule, there's only one rule for practice, is don't do anything bad. And you know what is bad. You know a little bit what is bad and what is good. And then you stop doing bad, which is good. So if everything else is confusing, just don't do bad, that is good. And then just keep on, try to develop that, make that better. So you keep on, is this bad, is this good? Okay, it's bad, okay, I won't do it. Easy, done. You don't have to think further. And then the more you do it, you'll see, that's bad, this is also bad, this is also bad. And then you stop doing all of it. Until you start seeing, when I feel pleasure, I want pleasure. When I feel pain, I don't want pain. Craving is bad. You stop doing that one. I think feeling is mine. That is bad. You stop doing that one. Until complete peace. So, that one precept of not doing anything unwholesome, anything bad, leads to the same goal. Those precepts help you to see things clearly and stop making stupid mistakes. So those precepts are just guidelines that the Buddha gave, the 5 precepts, 8 precepts that you take, and then you can wake up a little bit, and then you can start seeing what's going on here. If you don't keep the precepts, you just drink and parties all the time, and sex with this person, sex with that person, lying, cheating, hurting people, fighting with people. You won't have any awareness of what's going on, what you are doing. You won't be able to be aware of what you are actually feeling, where the problem of your suffering is. So keeping the precepts helps you calm down, see things clearer, see where the problem is, remove that problem, peace. So it's quite a practice. Even the precepts is like a very important, essential practice. Which people don't usually take serious. Many people come to Buddhism and they hear about the precepts, the rules. I mustn't do this, I mustn't do that, I mustn't do this. Okay. And then you hear meditation, meditation. Meditation, great. That's not this meditation. That's not the Buddha's meditation. That's just visualizing something, feeling happy. There's no wisdom there. There's just happy feeling. You're just relaxing, thinking happy thoughts, but no wisdom. There's no removing of the problem of suffering. So, if you want to practice what the Buddha was teaching, then those precepts are very important, because that is the meditation that, grows wisdom. From those precepts you can see the problem and be free from the problem and be peaceful. So that developing a mind of peace is meditation, is why you want to meditate in the first place, in a way. You want to have this peaceful mind. But then you can't do unpeaceful things. You have to stop doing unpeaceful things, and peaceful mind will be there. You can't have both. Do you agree? Disagree?
Yes.
So if you have any questions again, if anything didn't make sense.
I have just one question.
Sure.
Even if you want to stop with craving, it's a type of craving also. There is a desire to get rid of this.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's a different type of. There will always be. You have desire. That's how you start. You have a. I want to go to the toilet. I want to go outside. Those are all desires, but those are all intentions. I want to go to the toilet. I want to go upstairs. I want to go home. But is there craving there? Why do you want to go home? Why do you want to go to the toilet? Why do you want to go outside? So it's the intention behind those intentions. Are your intentions mixed with craving or not? I just want to go outside because I need some air. I want to go outside because I hate this place. It's different. So you can't stop. You can't get rid of intentions or desires to go somewhere or do something. That's normal. That is a part of this world. Intentions or desires to do something is part of this world. But intention with craving, desire that's mixed with craving, that you can get rid of. See, if you want pleasure, you want pleasure. So when you feel pleasure, I want it to stay here. I want it to be more. Because you are not happy with pleasure. You're not even happy with pleasure. You want it to change. It's not good enough for you. And that's the problem there again. When you feel pleasure, you suffer. People think, I feel pleasure, I don't suffer. No, you are. Come now, you stay with me. Become better. Don't go. Change, stay. No? Don't be what you are. I want you to change. That's not a peaceful attitude. You're not leaving it alone. You're not accepting pleasure. You're not being peaceful. You are being angry with it in a way. So craving pleasure is an act of hate. Wanting to get away pain, get rid of pain, that's clearly it. I don't want you to be there. I want you to be more here. Just stop doing that. So that's the level you want to be removing craving from. You don't have to worry about why do I want to get rid of craving? I crave to get rid of craving. I shouldn't crave to get rid of craving. Craving is bad. You need to want to get rid of craving, or else craving will just continue. Did it make...
Yes, thank you.
I think Bhante Modi did a talk recently on that subject on our YouTube channel. You can see that exact question.
How do you exercise not craving in the everyday life?
Well, you have to ask yourself. You can ask yourself, why are you doing something before you do it? Before you do something, why? Why do I want to do this? What is my reason there? Yeah. Before you do something. If you are doing something, ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is the point? What am I trying to achieve? Am I trying to run away from pain? Am I trying to get more pleasure? Why am I doing this? What's the point? And after you've done something, you can think, why did I do that? So those questions can then help you see your craving a bit clearer.
Thank you.
Yeah, just question yourself, why am I doing this?
Those are intentions, what are you talking now?
Yeah, craving, intentions, yeah. Bad intentions, good intentions.
Okay.
So what are your intentions behind your actions that you are going to do, that you are doing, that you did? You know, what are my intentions there? But you can't really see your intentions if you're not calm enough. So, and that's the precepts. So, again, practically keeping the precepts helps you to question the things that you are doing and then see your intentions clearer, and so that you can not do things that are unwholesome. So even you keep the precepts and now you want to go outside, and there's no precept against going outside, but why do you want to go outside? So I can, I don't know, my wife is here, I want to go outside because I can speak to my neighbor who's very beautiful, and I like to, I just want to speak to her. So you see, I want to go outside out of lust, out of I want to enjoy my neighbor while my wife is. So I'm not breaking any precept. You know, I'm okay, just going out. But you know that you are now acting out of craving. So you don't do that. You can feel the desire. No? So you start to go beyond the precepts. You start to see, what is everything unwholesome? Unwholesome intentions. That's an unwholesome intention. Okay, no. But you feel pain. No. You see unwholesome intention and you don't do it. And more peaceful you become. So practically, precepts will make your craving clearer, and then you can decide to keep it or not. And then you will know that if you keep it, you will suffer, and you will know that it's your own fault. So it's quite practical in that sense. That awareness is practical.
Thank you.
Don't you feel that, you know? You need to relax, keep the precepts, and make your mind clear. Feeling. Notice your feeling, your mood, and you're walking here, you're walking there, looking at the tree, and remember, sati, mindfulness, remember, feeling, how am I feeling? I feel a good mood still. It's a happy mood. It's the same feeling I've been having for 30 minutes. You just still there, that happy mood. There's a squirrel, walk, there's grass. And then remember again, but how am I feeling? I feel funny. feel bad. Because I saw this. The feeling has changed. Just changed. It didn't ask me, can I go? Can I come? It just went. Now I feel pain. I feel... Where did the pleasure go? Where did my happy mood go? Just gone. And you continue your day, walking in and again. And in this way you start to become familiar with that mood. You start seeing that mood even clearer. And you can see that it's happy mood and not so happy mood. It's a bad mood, very bad mood, lots of pain. And then it's happy. And when you start seeing this change of happy and sad, pleasure, pain, you start to understand it a bit more. You start to no longer touch it. You start to separate or detach from that feeling, whether it's pleasure, pain, doesn't matter. You start. Because you start to understand it, you start to see feeling clearly. And when you start seeing feeling clearly, this thing is dangerous. And the more you see this thing is dangerous, the more you... Even pushing away pain, you're touching it. Pulling pleasure, you're touching it. And feeling is dangerous. Pleasant, painful is a feeling, and both are dangerous. When you touch pleasure, you're touching pain. You want pleasure and you don't want pain, but you want pleasure, you don't want pain. So you're just pulling feeling. And so you will get the pain. No matter how much pleasure you try to keep, you will get the pain because you're pulling it. It's the same thing. So the more clear you are with your feeling, being aware of your feeling, the more you will understand feeling, and the less you will want to touch it. Your mind will... Even pleasure, you will see, it's not pleasant. It comes and you touch it and it agitates you. And this is not pleasant. So the Buddha says when somebody understands feeling, he doesn't see any pleasant feeling anymore. He just sees pain, less pain. So before, when you don't understand feeling, you see pleasure, pleasure. But when you understand it, you see, it's just less pain. It's just not so painful. That's what I thought, that's what I say is pleasure. So with wisdom, you see that even pleasure is painful. Which means no matter what feeling comes, it doesn't bother you anymore. Which means you are at peace. Nothing can. There is no more suffering. So you can try to be aware of your feeling more and more and more, but you can't really look at your feeling directly. You can't, because your feeling is behind you. It's like the smell around you, the fragrance around you, your mood, and you can't look at your mood. You can't perceive that. It's a mood. So that is the first challenge, how to feel. You think, oh, I feel happy. No, that's a thought. That's a thought. I feel happy. That's a thinking thought. That's not what a feeling is. You have to feel a feeling. So you have to learn how to feel. And so you do that by, how do I feel? I feel pleasure. I feel happy. And you start to become familiar with feeling. And, walk, do your thing, sit, walk, and then just remember, how do I feel? How do I feel? You'll see that you feel happy, pleasure, sometimes you feel pain, sometimes you feel nothing. You could become familiar, and then eventually you won't be able to not be aware of your feeling anymore. You can go and do whatever you want, and you will be aware of that feeling there. So you want to generate that awareness, build it up. Build it up. Just remember everything. How do I feel? When you forget, how do I feel? What is my attitude towards what I'm feeling now? Is feeling good enough? Do I want it to change? Do I want pleasure to become more? Do I want pain to go away? Now you can know you will suffer in the future. That suffering is not possible for you because you want pleasure and you don't want pain. Suffering is for you. So hopefully you can be aware of your feelings today. I don't know what meditation practice you do. Exactly.
Sitting and walking meditation.
Well, so you don't have to focus on your body or anything. Just sit here, because you're always feeling something. Feeling is always there, and you always have an attitude towards that. You always want pleasure, and you always don't want pain. So try to be aware of that, and stop it. Any more questions?
No, I'm still processing everything.
Sure. Anything that you read in Buddhism, always try to keep that in mind. What is the point of Buddhism? What is the point of the Buddha's teaching? It's to free you from suffering, not to make you comfortable in that sense, not to make you a friendlier person, but to actually free you from suffering. So when the Buddha teaches, he only teaches for that reason. So whatever you read, keep that in mind. Whether you read about metta practice, mindfulness of breathing, contemplation of elements, asubha practice, looking at your body, thinking, that's all for removing craving from feeling and being free. Why are the precepts? So that you can remove craving from feeling and be free. If you can't see that connection, you've misunderstood something. And so you just got to keep trying to see that connection. And then everything that the Buddha spoke will start making more sense. It's not about feeling good. It's about not needing to feel good anymore. I don't need to. Pain can be here. Welcome. Yes, whatever. It can be there. No problem. Pleasure gone? Good. whatever. Complete upekkha, equanimity. So whatever you're going to do, if that's what you want, then you must think, how is this, what I'm doing now, going to get me there, to that place, where I'm not affected by feeling. So what I'm going to do now is it wholesome? Is it unwholesome? Does it lead to wisdom? Does it lead to peace? No, it's nice, makes me happy, doesn't lead to peace. Then, okay, I don't know, I'm not going to do that. But is it wholesome? Yes. Is it unwholesome? No. Does it hurt me? No. Does it hurt another person? No. Does it lead to wisdom? Yeah, I can see that. Does it lead to, yeah, okay. Dive into that direction. But it's not going to be pleasant. The practice of Buddhism is not actually very pleasant in the beginning, because you are giving up pleasure. You're giving up your only means of escape from pain. You feel pain, you get some pleasure to help you relax, get you, and now you're giving that up. And by giving that up, you see, oh, I've got a big problem here. I suffer. And when that suffering becomes clear, you'll be able to start seeing the problem, where the problem really is. And it's not in your feeling, it's in your attitude towards your feeling. It's in your ignorance towards your feeling, your non-understanding of what feeling is. So in Buddhism you have to actually allow your suffering. You actually have to experience it fully to go through it, to understand it and let it go.
So can we say that the thought of killing somebody represents anger? And if I think of killing somebody, that I am feeling angry. So
yeah, if you not as a game, if you really are thinking about killing someone, it is an angry thought.
Then I should ask myself, why am I angry? And to think about my attitude towards
why are you
that
angry?
feeling.
Yeah, even just that. Why are you angry? Because he's... Really? But what's the problem? If he says, you're an ugly man, now I'm angry. What's the problem with that? I could say to you, you're an ugly man, but you're not angry. So I said the same thing, this man said the same thing, but you want to kill him and not me. So is it the words that made you angry? Or is it your feeling that you are angry with?
Usually when somebody insults you, that people feel angry.
Yeah, there's a painful feeling there at the same time. When something disagreeable happens to you, someone, there's pain. There is pain. When you have a disagreeable perception, someone shouts at you, there's pain. And you don't see this part. You just, the pain is there. But the pain is actually here, behind you.
So I should focus on the feeling behind
Be aware.
what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, be aware of why am I angry? Why did I get angry? Was it what he said, what he did, or because of what I felt?
Mm-hmm.
And you will see that you are only angry at him because you felt pain and you don't want that pain.
Mm-hmm.
So you're actually the problem is not, because if I remove that anger towards pain, then what he says doesn't matter. Because he can say something to me, in a loud, swearing at me. But I'm not, and there's pain, I'm not angry at you. And I cannot be angry at you. Why? Because I'm not affected by pain. So, you are not causing me pain. Feeling is painful.
So, for example, thought, feeling, pain.
Yeah, it's
combination.
It's mixed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it clearly, but it's actually separate things. The thought, the feeling, your attitude. If you see the difference,
okay.
yeah, your attitude towards feeling is the problem. So you can try to sit here and imagine, when I see my worst enemy tomorrow, I will speak like softly to him, and I will say like this and this and this, and prepare for our meeting tomorrow, so I can just generate metta. So you have this whole plan. If someone comes and attacks me, I will do this, I'll run away, I will just be peaceful. That's not going to work. But if you remove your attitude towards feeling now, then all future problems will be solved. When someone comes and shouts you, when you meet your worst enemy or someone who hates you, you will do the right thing, because you won't be acting out of your feelings, acting out of your craving. You cannot get angry. If you remove the craving now, all the future problems, difficulties that you will have, no more. And all the past problems you had will be gone. Even if you were some bad trauma in the past, it will be gone. Even when you remember it, it will no longer be painful for you. It will be solved. Removing craving heals all past traumas. Because when you remember, when that person did that thing to me, it was really bad. It was painful, and I hated pain. Now I don't hate pain. Now I'm completely peaceful. So even that memory of that past trauma won't affect you anymore. So you sort of heal the past, you prevent any issues in the future just from now, removing that craving from what you feel now. You solve all your problems.
Thank you.
Sure. I don't know what the time is.
It's 11:20.
Okay, feels like it, yeah. Okay, so it was nice meeting you all. And, hopefully that wasn't too confusing. And yeah, it can be unexpected.